New South Wales team. Gary Jack at fullback, Ferguson on one wing, Ettinghausen, Daly the centres, Johns on the other flank, Mortimer and Alexander the Penrith halves, Clyde at lock, Maguire and Miller second row, Kelly Dunn front row, Fennick as the hooker, and the coach is Jack Gibson.
Queensland side, Belcher, McIndoe, Curry. Mal Meninga had such a superb game at Lang Park. Michael Hancock, Wally Lewis, the captain, Alan Langer, Bob Linda, Miles Vaughton, Bacco, Wallace and Bella. Of course, the coaches, Arthur Beaton.
Big triple of the ball. He didn't let me down. 45 metres and a bad mistake by Bobby Linda. In fact, the same player, I do believe, made a similar mistake in the early minutes of the match at Lang Park. So Queensland now with the ball about 10 metres, 12 metres out from their own line, losing the ball. And it's going to be a scrum. It'll be a New South Wales feed. Played by Bacco, it's gone to Langer, now Lewis. A long ball out for Bobby Linda. Linda with a 22. Infield for Langer. Outfield for Belcher. Belcher at Hancock. It's a try. It's a try for Queensland. Scored by the 19-year-old Michael Hancock. Well, there can be no argument. They are a champion football side. We knew that when we came here. This was a further exhibition of it as Lewis is pulled out of the play. Linda back inside for Langer. The gaps became bigger, and then Belcher. I thought he may have passed a fraction early. It didn't turn out that way as Hancock goes in for another State of Origin try. And for Woodges, their sponsors. There's the kick. Looked okay. Has it got the length? Oh, Telemann, it has. It's a great kick. A superb kick by Meninga. Queensland 6, New South Wales 0. Head away now. Gerard Walters to Meninga. The big man took them on strongly. That's Paul Vaughton floating it out to Lewis. They've got the numbers on the right. Belcher runs into a gap. Belcher went between Daly and Kelly. He's over the halfway mark. He kicks ahead. McIndoe's in a race for the ball with Ferguson and Alexander. Alexander it is who touches down.
Langer again, a little step inside. Langer slips a clever ball away to Kieran Wallace. Out for Lewis. Lewis still going. Standing in the tackle. Now they come and he's still going. Wally Lewis. Oh, gee, strong. He's strong now. Gets it out to Wallace. On to Langer. They're in almost the danger zone now. The kick comes across. Waiting for the bounce, but bounces into touch.
Yeah, but the real action's out wide. This Queensland side, they can go one way and then hit back the other.
Here's Langer again, a little chip over the top. He's so elusive. Tries all the time to vary the play. He's so elusive, Warren.
And Miles in the middle of the ruck, they're moving the ball very quickly and moving it early.
Well, New South Wales have missed 7 tackles already in this match as Gary Jack spins it around for Mortimer. He straightens it up, and they're about 14 metres into Queensland's territory. A penalty to New South Wales.
He's about 41 out there, and it's a fair kick if he gets this one.
Well, the ball's in the air again. Like the Brisbane kick, it's a shocker. Not a good kick at all. So, Belcher. Tackled by Mortimer underneath.
Mortimer gives it to Alexander. A long torpedo pass out to Laurie Daly. Daly's around them. Daly's looking for the corner. Into touch. Into touch.
Oh, gee, that was a great bit of work by Daly then. He's a fine player. He just couldn't get his arms free. Ferguson came up on the inside of him here. This is terrific stuff.
Langer first receiver. Throws the dummy to the outside. Gets a loose ball away for Walters to scoop out to Miles. Miles met by Alexander. Good tackle. Good tackle by the little number 7. Away now to the left and going up is Linda, but working his way back in behind to play the ball. Langer is down injured. Langer's been down for some seconds as Lewis throws the long ball way out to Belcher. Belcher has been swamped by Mortimer. Langer's coming off. Langer's coming off. Queensland on the last. Lewis is going for the drop goal. Miller tried to charge it down. It's fallen short under the crossbar and over the dead ball line. So it's a 22 place kick. Cap restart for the New South Wales side. Michael Cleary, what's the story on Alan Langer?
Well, if they say he's done his ankle ligaments, it was an immediate call-off. As soon as the first runner went out, they called on the second, and then the stretcher followed it. He's in a bit of pain. He was pretty wide in the face, but that's as far as we know at the moment. It's the ligaments.
Through Alexander. The runners are coming now through Bradley. Clyde almost gets a hands-free. Does too with some good work. Gets it to Fennick down. A little handball. Pass over the top, but could not be taken. Maguire put it down. Fennick Onto Alexander, puts a high ball up, and there's plenty of chasers coming through. Underneath it is... A great kick from Alexander. Watch this. Towering punt, gets plenty of air. And all the chasers come through. Belcher underneath, takes it up, he goes. Loose ball, Daly sprints it up and says, thank you, I'll take the 4. Under the point, that should be 6. Greg Alexander's just going to take this kick because Laurie Daly's obviously sacked himself and Alexander gets it. So, we've got a ball game again, 6 apiece.
Now Meninga is coming from the field of play. Let's go to Michael Cleary and see if he can bring us up to date on what's happened here with Meninga.
We haven't got an answer on Meninga. We know that Alan Langer's gone to hospital for precautionary X-ray. It'll be interesting just to see the field placement at the moment. I'm just trying to get a bit of a briefing here from the manager of the Queensland side. If I get any more information, I'll come back to you.
Well, Dale Shearer has meantime gone on for Meninga. Of course, one's always frightened that it might be a headwind, but it looks like Meninga might be off for the night. This is Gary Jack. That's coming into half-time. Lewis with a long spiralling pass to Hagan. Hagan to Belcher. Belcher away to Dale Shearer. Shearer gets a pass away, and it's gone loose. It's kept on the toe by Hagan, but he's ruled the ball went forward from Curry. Scrum fed by Alexander, won by the Blues. Long ball out to the number 6, Mortimer. Now it's with Ferguson, folding in from the... He's through! Johnny Ferguson, 34 years of age. He's throwing away. He's up to the 32. Looking at the quarter line now. Great run by Ticker. 35 years of age next month. And running like an 11-year-old. Good boy, Johnny. Now, Miller, Captain Courageous. This is Bradley Clyde. The oldest player on the park made the big run. The youngest one looks like he almost ended it. Bradley Clyde. And the roar goes up for the Blues now. Clyde away to Mortimer. Now it's with Alexander. Good pass. It's gone from Dunn and put down by Maguire.
6 apiece. This big crowd shaking up. Oh, he's through this time. Alexander goes straight up the field, but no support there. The Blues weren't with him, but Alexander with a great break.
Bit hard to get with him. He ran from dummy half. He's pretty quick.
Gee, wasn't a quick
Darren,
run.
they haven't got any motorbikes out there. There's a field goal on here. I thought there's a field goal attempt.
And you're right. No go. Well, plenty of flair from the young bloke tonight. Back for Fennick. Again, he sprints from dummy half. And oh, he's busted him! Mario's busted. He's got to cover Maguire. Maguire strides down centre field, but they take him. Up he goes. Unloads. It's going loose. Almost out of time as Belcher takes the ball right on the halfway line. Well, a beautiful break from Mario Fennick. He had Bruce Maguire beside him, and the ball went loose.
Michael Hancock is still on the field, but it was Paul Vorton, replaced by Trevor Gilmeister, and Wally Lewis gets the second half of the second State of Origin underway, and it's Gary Jack taking the ball back to meet the Maroons.
And there's Mal Meninga with the ice pack on the cheek, and you can see the eye really swollen up. Loose ball from New South Wales. Dunn gets it. He gets it out to Daly, and there's... Oh, look at Johns on the ball! Came under the ball very hard. Oh, some big defence brought him down. Lewis wraps him up and holds him. Alexander comes out from Bradley Clyde.
There's a try on here if they know how to do it.
They can go now. Back they go to Eddinghausen. He's right in front. He puts the ball in the air. Up they go. New South Wales ball, no. Well, a bit of push and shove for the ball.
Away now from Walters to Lewis. Lewis decides to go himself. Stands in the second tackle. Gets it away to Hagan onto Belcher. Belcher gives it onto McIndoe. McIndoe to Shearer. Shearer to Hagan. Hagan to Walters. Walters goes to the 22. He's going to score. It's a Maroon try. Yes! Walters! Terry Walters scores after Wally Lewis inspired the try. Took it ahead. Beat one. Stood in another. And then it went through several sets of hands. And that man, number 15, Michael Hagan, I'm sure he handled twice in the play. Here it is. It was with Belcher. This is after Lewis had handled. He was the chief inspirer of this try. That was Hagan, and this little man, Kerrod Walters. He must be really pressing for the green and gold, number 9. He goes in to score under the crossbar. Gary Belcher has taken over the goal-kicking duties from an injured Mel Meninga. Belcher adds the 2 points. So Queensland lead New South Wales now by 12 points to 6. Lewis now pushing that ball down into that far corner, taking a left-hand turn, but Johns is able to come up with it. And he's put to ground by Hancock. And Hancock hasn't moved after making the tackle. A clearing kick will come from Alexander. Keeping it low, going down awkwardly for Belcher. Brings it away from his 22. He's up now past the 40-metre point. Taking it ahead now is Dale Shearer. Shearer away from 2 tackles. The ball has gone to Hancock. Hancock comes to Gary Jack. Beats Gary Jack and is taken by Johns. Johns the tackler. Queensland on the attack. They'll need a quick push of the ball across the park. Away from Lewis, it's gone on to Miles. Miles away to Gilmeister. Gilmeister, he might score himself. No, he's pulled down. A metre from the line.
That's Gary Coyne on. Hancock is off, Coyne is on. In 17, we'll look at the reshuffled side for you. That's Coyne you can see there now in the tackle with the headband on in number 17.
Linda's got big troubles too, Darryl. Bad ankle.
Yeah, there's been a lot of injuries in this great game. It's been played at an amazing pace, but here's Wally Lewis with a stolen ball now. Lewis makes his way upfield. He's got some pace. Lewis, can he go all the way? Still going. He does so. Wally Lewis has gone in, and look at this. Wow. We've said it before. This fellow is so incredibly strong. He doesn't look like he has the pace, but boy, oh boy, he just powered his way through the line there. Watch this again. Well, it comes out of this tackle, a spilled ball. Lewis gets it. Now watch this. He has a look. Raking run, splits the Blues defence. He doesn't look fast enough. He leaves Daly behind, pushes off Gary Jack, who goes over the line with him and scores the try. It does the boogie.
Well, the key to that was that we weren't in the good formation that they were in.
In the air, coming back, waved away.
15 minutes of the match remaining, but that scoreline, 16 shakes on. Here's a big run by Maguire. Comes to Belcher, gets it to Gary Jack. Dale Shearer comes across. The ball goes back. It's a penalty. Fennick again. The ball back for Alexander. Now to Cartwright. Cartwright stands. He picks up Chris Johns. Johns has scored, and New South Wales are back in the ball game. 16 points to 10 in favour of the Maroons. Very good work by John Cartwright. He had a shaky start when he got out there. He put one down, but here he is, fending with the left hand, standing and getting it back to Johns, who's had a strong game on that flank for New South Wales. On just a slight angle. Ball in the upright position. He's got it. Queensland have done a magnificent job under the circumstances, under the injury toll. And here's Bradley Clyde giving it out to Johns. He turns it inside for Clyde. That's a knock on there, I thought. Referee Manson, well, he's calling time out for an injury that's happened down the ground. Linda taken off on the stretcher. Is in the Queensland area. Alexander out now for Cartwright. Cartwright pulled down by Miles. The ball has popped out, and he's ruled a knock on. 32 seconds of time remaining. It would need a miracle now. Back to Jack. This is Alexander. He gets the pass away. It's loose on the ground. It's been taken in by Queensland's Gene Miles, and they could even score a try themselves.
Well, that's the price of desperation. They've tried for the miracle spread of the ball, and execution was a bit shoddy, and it's all over now.
So just the last 6 seconds of the match to go. Sam Bacco plays the ball. It's gone away to Wally Lewis. Lewis taken over the touchline. The siren sounds in the background. Referee Manson says, thank you very much, there'll be no more. Queensland winning the second state of origin, 16 points to 12, having won the first state of origin 36-6. And the big scoreboard here at the Sydney Football Stadium says, congratulations, Queensland, you're a great football side. And that's the show of sportsmanship that I think, well, sport generally requires.